His dark and empty orbs are fixed on you, piercing through your soul. With a lot of force, he accepted it. Kim Wyan, will you have this man to your wedded husband, live together to God's law, in the holiest state of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other keep you only up to him, so long as you both shall live? Flashing a very beautiful and soft smile, you looked at your soon-to-be husband and nodded. Then the bishop lifted up his face. Who gives this woman to be married to this man? Your father takes your hand and placed it beneath the bishop. The bishop turned to Jungkook and gave your hand in his. The next portion of the ceremony was traditional, call and response vows. The bishop says each line of the vows, to be repeated aloud first by Jungkook and then by Wyan. After Jungkook, Princess Wyan repeated each line in return. She also boldly asked that the word obey be removed from the vows, a break from traditions that definitely didn't go unnoticed. The marriage should be based on equality. The ring bearer steps forward and places the ring on Bishop's book. The bishop hands the ring to Jungkook, who placed it on Wyan's finger as the bishop began the next portion of call and response vows for the ring exchange. Prince Jungkook repeated each line in turn as he placed the ring in Wyan's finger. Let us pray. Wyan and Jungkook kneel in unison in front of him. Prince Jungkook and Princess Wyan stand, and the bishop leads them down to the aisle to the high altar for a blessing. Once they are in front of the altar, he begins. Trumpets play during the reception, and the royal newlyweds exit the church together. The wedding ceremony of Prince Jungkook and Princess Wyan ended with an intimate evening reception hosted by King John at the palace. It was attended by a selected group of 200 guests. Princess Wyan wore her second gown of the day to attend the reception. It was the traditional hanok gifted by Queen Mison. This whole time, none of them shared a word with each other. Jungkook's face was cold as ice, and he wanted all these ceremonies to get over as soon as possible. After the reception, the wedding night would be performed where the newlyweds were supposed to be in a room. Usually, the wedding ceremony was performed according to the traditions, but these traditions were broken by the previous king. You both were in the same room, and it was clear that Prince Jungkook wasn't liking it, but the door was closed from outside, so he was left with no choice rather than spending the night sharing the same room with you. Maybe you should consider relaxing a little bit, you said in a soft tone, but he didn't like it anyway. He looked at you annoyingly. Forget about everything that just happened. You smiled a little. Even if we forgot, people won't. And for them, we have to stay together. His jaws clenched because he was fuming with anger, but you were so calm as if there's no value of his words in your eyes. It was just a marriage of family interest. I would never accept you as my wife. You smiled, but you have taken vows. You can't deny them. Do not try to act so smart. You will regret marrying me, and soon you'll realize it. You lay down on the bed. We'll see that later. I'm tired, so I'm gonna rest. I want to save my energy to future rituals and ball dance. He said, closing your eyes while he clenched his jaws. Jungkook stood there because no matter what happened, he would not even go near the bed, and there was no couch or chair in the room, so his only option was to sleep on the carpet that he would never. After a while, when everything went silent, but then some weird sounds started to come, Jungkook looked back and saw that you fell asleep and snorting. He got annoyed. What the hell? Do I have to bear this too? He stayed there waiting for you to stop, but your snorts were getting louder. He came near the bed. A princess, just for the name. The next morning, the lady in waiting came inside the room and brought you with her to get you dressed for the further ballroom dancing ceremony. It's a Western tradition that the royals follow. This dress is chosen by the queen. She would love to know if you liked it or not. The other maids brought the dress and it was so beautiful, just like a queen's attire. A smile appeared on your face. I would personally like to thank her for this beautiful dress. They smiled and looked at each other. Very easily you won all the hearts in royal family. They are so happy to have you as a princess. By the way, do you guys also love dancing? You said looking at them while they exchanged glances with each other. We are not allowed to perform in the ball. You frown. Why? That's not fair. It should be for everyone, and today you guys will also dance. They nervously looked at each other. But princess, don't worry, I will talk to the queen, you said, assuring them while a smile appeared on their faces. You called me mother. The queen looked at him and smiled before giving a nod. Yes, John, sit here. Jungkook took a seat in front of her. How is everything going on? Did you have any conversation with Vian? He didn't say anything and his silence was enough for her to understand. She sighed. John, I'm hoping you would be soft towards her. She is now your wife, your other half and the future queen of this empire. She is such a soft and loving who is loved by everyone. He looked at her. Mother, you forced me to marry, but please let me decide whether I want to fall in love or not. You wanted a future queen, you got one. It's my request to not expect more from me. He got up and bowed before leaving. The queen sighed. I'm sure that she will change you. The lady in waiting and other maids bowed when the queen entered inside the room. You also showed your respect by bowing politely. She smiled and came near you before looking at you up and down. You are gorgeous from both inside and out, dear. Thank you so much for accepting us. Please don't say that, mother. I'm glad to be a part of this family. She smiled. Do you like the dress? You nodded. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. She took the crown and put it on your head as you lowered your head slightly. Ready for the ball dance? You smiled and nodded. Mother, I want to ask you something. She nodded. Sure, anything. You looked at the maids. Can they also join the ball dance? The queen looked at them and then smiled before turning towards you. If you want, then why not? A smile appeared on your face as well as they also got happy and excited. Thank you, mother. She left while you looked at the ladies. So where's your dresses? They all smiled and thanked you. You were so happy to give them this small happiness. We'll get them ready. Thank you so much, princess. You smiled. Then get ready, we don't have time. Everyone was so happy. Other royal couples, dancers, and maids were dancing, and there was an atmosphere of happiness everywhere. Then the queen asked you and Jungkook to join them along with other relatives. Jungkook wasn't interested at all, but for the sake of reputation, he has to do that, and also he can't disobey his mother's words publicly. The dancer brought you in the center, and everyone stopped to see you dancing. Jungkook held out his left hand, which you connected with your right hand, and he held it to your eye level. He slowly placed his right hand underneath your shoulder blade area. You placed your left arm on his shoulder and pressed down slightly to connect with his right arm. And then the slow dance began that amazed everyone. All eyes were on you, but yours is connected with each other. Your lips curled up into a soft smile while Jungkook looked away. This made you smile a little more, but steps didn't mess. The urge to look at you again arose inside him because no matter how much he said he hates you, he couldn't deny that you were looking so gorgeous. He slowly brings his eyes to you, and your smile makes his heart skip a beat. He was afraid of this feeling that was building inside him. He gulped but couldn't take his eyes off of you. And in the next move, he made you swirl. It was the moment when everyone stopped dancing and they were only looking at you, but you two were lost in each other. You are in love with him, but he was still trying to figure out what is happening with him, why he is forced to look at you. And then you smiled that made him come back in reality, and he looked away. Others started to dance as well. The queen was so happy to see you both like that. She was sure that one day Jungkook will be head over heels on you. Jungkook stopped, signaling that he doesn't want to dance anymore, and you didn't force and come back to your places. You both got a lot of praises and compliments from family members. Jungkook was coming from the other side with his military bodyguard behind him. He was coming back from the training. He attends business meetings and handles the council. When his eyes fell on you, he stopped as you were only a few steps away. You walked near him. You didn't join us at the breakfast table. Never in his life someone told him what to do or not, and except his parents, he considered this behavior against his ego, even if it's from you. No one is allowed to question him. You don't need to pay attention to me or anything related to me. Just mind your own business, he said in a slow yet cold tone. This kind of attitude doesn't suit a prince. You should be accountable to your family as well. His jaws clenched. In fact, the bodyguards were surprised because they have never seen anyone confronting him so boldly. They decided to leave and give some privacy to both of you. Jungkook took a step closer to you and spoke between his gritted teeth. I'm telling you to stop, or else you'll regret. You chuckled softly. The way you behave, I don't think I'm the one who'll regret, and also, you're forgetting that I'm your wife. You said it just casually, but you never knew that this will add fuel in his anger. He tightly grabbed your arm, making you hiss in pain because it hurts, and then he pulled you closer to him. You really took those vows seriously. Then let's do it. Let me teach you what meaning they hold and how a princess should treat her husband. The maids got worried when Jungkook dragged you from there. They looked at each other. We should let the queen know about this. They quickly left from there. Jungkook brought you in the room and pushed you. Not so hard, but you landed on the floor while he closed the door and looked at you. Do you know the traditions? How a princess should treat her husband? She always respects and obeys him, and if you are okay with that, then get up and bow in front of me. You couldn't believe in your eyes. Never in your life you have been treated this way, nor you have seen your mother being treated like this by your father. It's true that you belong to a very small kingdom compared to him, but you have never learned to lose your self-respect in front of anyone, even if it's your husband. He was looking at you with dark orbs. You knew he's purposely doing it so that you start to hate him, but as a princess, you have learned values of life, relationship, and how to handle them. That's not how everyone is waiting for you to become the next queen and take that crown. Not only do you have expertise as a warrior, but also graceful femininity. You slowly stood up. What happened? Can't do that? You calmed yourself down to handle the situation with ease. There's nothing that I can't do, but I choose not to do it. I've already taken those vows that I'll do anything for you, but not lose my self-respect or obey you like a slave. He scoffed mockingly. But I'm the future king, and you have to respect my decisions. And I'm the future queen, and I'm choosing to not do it because respect goes both ways. A great man will never ask his wife to bow in front of him. That's not masculinity. There was an intense eye contact for some time. Your chest was moving up and down. Jungkook realized you are not like other women, but he still won't step back from his words or decisions. He walked near you and lifted your chin with his finger before smirking. This was the first time he saw anger in your eyes. I've never seen that look before. Where's that soft and cheerful side of you, huh? All gone? That easily. I haven't even showed you the real side of me yet. You puzzled. You have no idea what look he was talking about, but then he made himself clear. Well, you look a little angry. I never knew you could also make such kind of expression. You noticed that he kept looking in your eyes, but you jerked his hand off. Don't be in a delusion that only you can have a different side, because you never know who turn out what once they enter in their dark side. You walked towards the door and grabbed the knob, but before opening it, you turned to look at him. I respect you, love you, but only when I feel that I'm equally being respected. Trust me, once I started hating, you'll beg to me for forgiveness. And you opened the door before leaving. Jungkook stayed there for some time. He got to know that he didn't marry a fragile or soft girl that he thought you would be. You saw his mother. The queen was coming from the other side. She was worried, but you put on a smile on your face because this is the matter between you and your husband, and you would like to keep it in the middle of you and him only. Wyan, are you okay? What happened? She said as soon as she came near you. Nothing, mother. Why are you so worried? Jungkook, I heard that. You shook your head. There's nothing serious, mother. He just wanted to talk. You looked at the maids who lowered their heads. Are you sure? You smiled and nodded. Yes, now I'm sure what I have to do.